Topic of this panel discussion is known as Reaching for Great Together. At this moment in time, I would like to invite our speakers on stage. And next up, we have for you our Associate Director, Ms. Lynnette Tan. She has obtained 9 GELAC qualifiers, 8 MDRT. A big round of applause, come on. Wow, the achievements are amazing.
So today I have with me here, of course, David, Lynnette, and Jessica. You know, typically when we join the profession, a lot of times they always say our daily habits determine our success. So we would just like to hear from the three of you today. Can you share with the audience what are some of your daily habits that has gotten you to where you are today? How about Lynnette?
Okay, so for myself, right, I adopt this daily small win mindset. So these small wins eventually lead up to the habits that I attribute my success to. So like these small wins can be very, very simple things. And every single day, right, I will aim to conquer 8 small wins. So small wins like, waking up early in the morning by 7 a.m. and without snoozing. So that's a key word, without snoozing. And for me, right, having breakfast is also a small win. So one fact about me, I am not so much of a foodie. So, I ever told my friends that if I can just breathe air to, survive, right, I would totally do so. Because sometimes I feel that eating is a waste of time. I see some jaw drops. Okay, so when I was a newer consultant, I always skip breakfast because I feel that, I value my beauty sleep a lot more. Yeah, but as I age, then I recognized that health is wealth. So I started taking care of myself and, I incorporated breakfast into my meal regime. That little tweak, right, actually impacted me a lot because, if I cater time for my breakfast, I feel good, I eat well, and I can last through the entire morning feeling productive. So at work, my small win comes in the form of maybe coaching my guys, going for appointments, at least 2 appointments, or in riding on to David's case itself, his example. If I end my appointment slightly earlier, maybe say 7:30 to about 8 p.m., I will take the effort to head back to office to make a few more calls. That to me is small wins. So small wins, right, in mass repetition eventually becomes my habit. Yeah. So how did this small win concept come about? I clearly remember there was one year back in 2015. So that was where our convention was held in San Francisco, right? I qualified for San Fran's, but I decided to give it a miss. Because I was very far away from my target, so I felt that I didn't deserve to go. I can tell you honestly, guys, it's one of the biggest regrets, right, in my career, so please don't walk my footsteps. Can you imagine, you are already very demoralized. Every morning, you wake up, you take a look at your social media, and then what do you see? The Golden Bridge, your friends partying, your colleagues saying thanks to their clients and all. I really lost track as to, how many Golden Bridge pictures that I've seen, for the entire week. Yeah, then here I am in Singapore. I am stuck with rejections. But I told myself, in life, we have 2 outcomes. We have 2 choices. Either we fight on or we flight, right? So, of course, I choose the former. I pull myself together, I break down my goals, right? And then I started thinking about the immediate actions I need to execute to work towards my end goal. And so this is how this small win concept come about, because it's so much more motivating to work towards, daily victories rather than just a big end goal, right? And I feel that, small wins are very important because this is how you're going to perceive yourself at the end of the day. Whether you see yourself as a winner or a loser is really a compilation, right, of your past experiences. So guys, start to work towards a clear identity. And then from there itself, right, your decision making is going to be really very clear. And that's how your habits will come about. And this is how I go about, winning every day. Yes.
So you must remember, we must always celebrate our small wins and celebrate our successes. It's not just about the huge goal, but it's really about the journey to get us there, right? I would also like to hear from Lynnette. Can you share with us what was your prospecting strategy when you first started, and how has that evolved over the years?
Okay, so for me, I started with cold market. So unlike many of you guys who have their warm market to tap on, right? I was not the fortunate one, because my warm market was not ready for me to tap on. A lot of them were still studying when I graduated. Road shows, street prospecting, door knock, whatever you can think of, you name it, right? I probably have done it before. So the start of the career was really, really very tough. I actually questioned myself so many times, why did I even choose to join Great Eastern, you know? But then, I guess, you know, my mentor was really very patient with me. He came up to me and told me that, you know, hey, Lynnette, think about it. Cold call, right, is like a punishment for not taking referrals. That to me was like an epiphany. And then I started looking into, you know, how can I improve my skills on referral taking. That's how I grow my business. Right now, word of mouth. So currently, because I am actually reviewing on my clients, like my portfolio, and then through word of mouth, and I'm really very thankful that I have a very supportive community that pushed me to work really hard. So I had a very good, large size of clients to go back to. Also want to take this opportunity to thank Great Eastern for their fantastic initiative. So basically, right, I was one of the first few batches that enrolled into this ADP, Advisors Digital Portal. And over the past 1 year, I have inquiries from the public walk in, and they become my clients. So these are really very fantastic opportunities that we should always grasp hold of, and we should appreciate what GE is doing for us, investing in our best, future, right? Yeah, so thank you, GE, for that. Yes.
I truly agree. I think we always have to leverage on, the opportunities that we have, especially like ADP. I think you're really a walking testimonial. Okay. How about Lynnette? Can you share with us what was the best business decision you have made that has brought you the consistency and success?
I think the best decision I ever made is to be a yes man. I'm always actively involved in my agency's initiative, and I always spontaneously jump at every idea, new ideas, because I think that, it's important to be involved. And I still remember clearly, at one point in time, I was involved in 2 recruitment projects, internship program. I was training the agency newbies. I was coaching my guys, running my own sales, and then, expanding my team. I was spread too thin. I was everywhere and anywhere. But thinking back, I think I really learned a lot, during that short span of time. And because, I jumped on the idea of being involved, right? So I was able to, at the earlier stage of my career, understand the do's and the don'ts of the business, apply what works best for my business as well, and I'm like 2 steps ahead of my peers. So I think it's important to seize every opportunity that comes knocking on the door. Yeah, so that's what I have to share.
That's also how you accelerated your success very quickly, by doing many things right at the start, right? Thank you. Okay, in the spirit of Achievers Congress, I also want to hear from Jessica. Can you share with us what motivates you to qualify for GELAC year on year after year? How about yourself, Lynnette?
So I think it's a baseline of sustaining in this business. And I totally agree with Jessica. This is free publicity, and we get, free holidays. Why not, right? Just so happened this morning, my uncle actually saw my picture in the newspaper, and then he took a photo, and then he said, wow, congrats. So it's very timely, I have to encourage all of you guys, the audience here, right? You must at least hit GELAC. And it's very heartwarming, right, for your peers, your industry friends, and your mentors to come together and celebrate your achievements. Yeah.
Thank you, Lynnette. And nearing the end of our panel session, we have just one last question. What is one advice you would give to new and experienced planners? Perhaps Lynnette can go first.
So maybe a show of hands, right? Who are actually 1 year and below in this industry? Show of hands. Okay, quite a number here and there. Yes, this message is for you. I always tell newbies, different flowers bloom at different seasons, right? Be patient, work on your foundation. And your time for you to shine will come definitely. Yeah, so hopefully this resonate with you, and you will remember me lah, perhaps. And then for the experienced planner, I think there are a lot more experienced planner that has better things to say lah. But for me, I feel that being contributive and paying it forward, the mindset is very important. And finding your identity, a very clear identity, I think that will help you in making business decision easier. Yeah.
Jessica? So thank you, Great Eastern. Thank you, David, Lynnette, and Jessica. Have a good the rest of Achievers Congress.
Oh, that was a great session. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you, moderator and panelists, for your generous sharing, your heartfelt sharing. Thank you very much. Knowledge and insights. Thank you very much. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Now, we're going to have a very short break. Now,